In the final 24 hours of his life, the killer clown was no longer laughing. John Wayne Gacy, one of America's most notorious serial killers, spent his last day inside a small, silent cell at Menard Correctional Center, knowing exactly when he was going to die. By May 9th, 1994, Gacy had been on death row for 14 years. But that morning felt different. Guards reported he seemed tense, pacing, almost irritated that the world was about to move on without him. His last day began with something almost bizarre. Gacy spent hours giving interviews, still claiming he was innocent, still blaming everyone but himself. Even with 33 victims buried under his house, he insisted he'd been framed. He never once expressed remorse. As the clock ticked down, Gacy was moved to the holding area next to the execution chamber. There, he received his infamous last meal: a bucket of KFC fried chicken, fried shrimp, French fries, and a pound of strawberries. He once managed a KFC franchise, so of course, he went out with the same grease he came in with. Witnesses say he ate calmly, no emotion, no fear, just blank. At 12:58 a.m., May 10th, Gacy was strapped to the gurney. The room was cold, sterile, and full of spectators. Journalists, lawyers, and family members of his victims. When the curtain opened, he looked straight at the crowd, and with the last breath he'd ever take, Gacy delivered one final act of arrogance. "Kiss my ass." Those were his last words. The execution began, but even then things went wrong. The chemicals clogged the IV tube. Gacy's chest heaved, his body convulsed, and the process took 18 minutes, far longer than a typical lethal injection. Some called it poetic justice for a man who inflicted so much suffering. At 12:58 a.m., he entered the chamber. At 1 a.m., he was injected. And at 1:26 a.m., John Wayne Gacy was officially pronounced dead. No more masks. No more lies. Just silence. The kind he denied his victims for so long.